think what you can start to see by watching those types of videos, like, it gets me a little bit excited because I see if you're currently trading and you're not getting the success that you're hoping for or that you had dreamed that you would once you became a professional trader, and then you look at these videos and realize, hang on, I'm not monitoring my trading system in the same way as Justine is, then maybe that could be one of those key pieces that you just haven't quite got right. So I think the spreadsheet is a really good addition to the course. And I think the final component, and perhaps one of the most important, and when I think about the way the turtle stories worked and the way that when we first opened up the online trading mastermind, the feedback that we were getting was having some sort of way that people could get some regular feedbacks and interaction and some more coaching. And that's where the Smart Traders Mastermind comes into play. And this, I suppose, is made up of a few different modules. And the first is there's live quarterly calls. They go for at least an hour and a half with Justine. It can be longer, and it includes notes that detail exactly what's covered in the call, and there's supporting videos as well. Justine, maybe you can tell us a little bit more about the feedback that you get from these calls and what you include.
Yeah, because what I wanted to do with the mastermind is I didn't want people to walk away with just get the information like you do. You go to these courses that you go, might be a weekend or wherever, and that's it. There's nothing afterwards. My goal with teaching my clients is to continue to support them through the process, and that was one of my reasons for setting up my mastermind. And with that mastermind, I have quarterly teleconference calls. They run for about an hour and a half, and they'll be based on whatever is happening in the marketplaces at this current time, with the market trends, how I've been trading it, sharing my best and worst trades for the last quarter. At end of financial year, I share my entire trading results and do a review of my Smart Trader Spreadsheet and put a video together that all the mastermind members can watch before the call. And I also provide notes that everybody's got, so when we get on the call, they've got something in front of them to start off with to discuss. Sometimes we have a particular topic, or I might bring somebody in to talk with a guest speaker. Other times I even have some of my mastermind members involved, and they share their trades as well. But my whole goal of those calls is basically to share any changes I've made to my trading plan, showcase my trades, and basically continue to help my clients with their trading. So I wanted to have that support, and that's what those teleconference calls are for. And we dedicate them once a quarter, because over a quarter we've had a good trading period to really go back and have a look at and analyse, and I always leave time for question and answers in there as well.
Yeah, so they actually get the ability and chance to interact with you if they've got any pressing issues.
That's right. So through the teleconference calls as well as the discussion forum in between time.
Yeah, which I think the discussion forum is another really key piece. And I think if you have a look at this, it's one of those closed forums. There's plenty of different forums out there that are open to the public, and every man and his dog is in there, and they're all claiming to be self-proclaimed gurus, and you don't know who to trust and who to listen to. And I always find I get the most out of a forum when it's more of a closed community and you know who's involved. So that way it's almost like they're more accountable for what it is that they're posting. And additionally, having had the same training, once you guys purchase and you go through Justine's course, you're going to have the same training and you're all going to be on the same page. And I think, again, building on our previous experience with the online trading mastermind when we set up the forum last time, in the early days as well, it's hard to generate those questions and get the ball rolling, and some forums you hop into and it feels a little bit like a ghost town, but Justine's already got members in there. There's already well over 800 posts in there, and if you can imagine, if someone's got a particular question about something in Justine's course, chances are that they've asked it on the forum. So if you've got any questions, you can start off by checking there and get the answers that you're looking for really, really quickly. So what sort of feedback do you get from that forum, Justine, and how active are you in there participating?
I check the forum most days. What my goal of the forum was for people to be able to ask me questions, but for people to also meet other people, and you're all like-minded people. I didn't want every man and his dog to be part of this forum. I only wanted dedicated people that have all done my courses, all on the same wavelength and all have the same goals. So it's bringing that like-minded community together, and I'm there to support them and answer questions, and every now and then I'll add a current trade that I might have done. I'll post up an index chart. People will ask questions. I try to get people to introduce themselves so everybody gets to know a little bit about each other when they first become a member of the forum, because you'll find that might start a discussion as well. And some people are using different charting software, so they'll able to discuss, well, how did you do this and how did you do that? So it helps people connect as well, that may be using different software or different things and using my systems.
And when you think about trading, like, trading can be quite a solitary endeavour, and that's a lot of feedback that we get from people, is saying they like the community feel, the ability to connect with someone and reach out to someone who's on the same page. You might not be getting that good positive feedback from family and friends and, why are you doing this crazy thing, what are you committing to? But when you've got that community of people all with that common goal, I think that's really when you start to make some good steps forward to achieving your goal. And the forum itself, it's like I said, there's a wealth of information in there because you've got the 800 posts, and in addition to that, there's all the previous recordings from your teleconferences as well. So there's well over 15 hours of content where you can look at real trades and get up to speed with where everybody else is up to. And this is something that just will pretty much take your learning to a new level, because once you learn Justine's system, then you can look at, well, how are people actually trading it in the real world? And this is over 2 years. Like, these calls go back for close to 2 years now, so it's not something that's just, just getting started. This is all proven content, and Justine's been honing her skills and developing this system for many years now. I think the system development course, the Smart Trading Plan and System Development course has evolved, the spreadsheets have evolved, the mastermind has evolved, and I think it really adds to a whole melting pot of information that just gets brain dumped on you, and could potentially, if you can take it and you're happy to work through it, could make you the trader that you're really looking to be. There's other different benefits in there as well, different member specials that pop up. You can get one-on-one coaching with Justine, and there's different courses and other surprise bonuses. And did you have any more that you wanted to add, Justine, for the Smart Traders Mastermind?
I mean, basically, it's just my support group where I can support everyone. And if I do run a special teleconference at any stage, I always put everything out to my mastermind members first of anything additional that I'm doing, and usually give it to them at a special price if it's going out to the public. So they're always the first to get everything. So they're the people that I want to support ongoing. And because I've been running for 2 years, I've recorded every call that I've run, and they're all up there. So it can bring people up to speed as to what's already been covered in previous calls as well.